Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grow My Etsy Shop podcast. So today we're going to be talking about the 3 Ps of marketing. If you haven't heard of the 3 Ps of marketing before, that's okay, because I literally made them up. I mean, the principles are real, but that little coin phrase of the 3 Ps, I only named it the 3 Ps just because as I coach it to other people, and even for myself, it just helps me remember what they are. And that way, when I'm hearing products or I'm seeing products, I can kind of put them in a category of what's the best way to market this product. The 3 Ps of marketing really revolve around how to create headlines for your product. How do you create sentences that resonate with people with your product? Well, that's what you're going to decide when you start to dissect the 3 Ps. So here they are. Let's talk about P number 1. P number 1 is pain. We as humans, we have pain, not just physical pain, ow, my knee hurts, but we have needs and problems. And those problems become pains to us. I can think of one right off the top of my head. When we moved into our new home, my wife said, Jared, I don't ever want to think about the lawn, ever. I want you to think about it. And I was like, okay, got it. That thing became a pain, right? Every time I looked outside, I'd look at it and go, oof, oh man, I got to do this. I got to do that. Oh, I got to get this. I got to buy that tool so I can get this taken care of. And no. It became a pain enough that when I was online one day, I got advertised some lawn care service, and I said, how much is it? Because at this point, I'm willing to pay to take care of this pain. I don't want to deal with the lawn anymore. And that's what the copy was talking. The copy is the text. That's what it was saying. It wasn't saying, hey, we're a lawn care service. You interested? It was to say, are you overwhelmed with taking care of the yard? Are you just feeling like you're always out there doing stuff and it's never done right? And no. It's just like, yes, that is totally me. They're like, go down this rabbit hole. So I went down the rabbit hole, ended up buying a subscription that gets my lawn taken care of. That was me buying to take care of a pain. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you know this very well. The reason you have a subscription is because you don't want to drive to the store and buy stuff. That's why. Most of the stuff you're buying, you could buy locally. I mean, I might be talking to someone in the backwoods of Alaska, so I shouldn't say that. But for us, people who are in cities and whatnot, we'll be able to find the products that Amazon's offering. We could go buy them somewhere. So why don't we just go buy somewhere and save the $100 a year that we pay or whatever it is these days to pay for an Amazon Prime subscription? Because we don't want to. It's a pain. It's a pain to get in our car. It's a pain to drive over there. It's a pain to find it and then unload it. And it's so much easier to just push a button on our phone and know that this thing's going to come in 2 days. If it was like eBay where you just, could come in 30 days, could come in 1 day, who knows? It wouldn't be as successful. We are willing to spend $100 a year or whatever it is. I think it's $120 now for the time that we save. For us, it's worth it. We are willing to spend that money. But if I walked up to someone and said, hey, I'll help you get more time in your day. Give me $100. They were going to go, no, you're a creep. Get out of here. They sold that just right that we said, oh my gosh, this is a no-brainer for us. And we were willing to pay. And you bet if Amazon Prime said, you know what, which they have, raised their prices, or if they doubled it, that's $200. They're not going to lose a lot of people because to us, it is a pain and a luxury that we're now used to. And we do not want to suffer that pain anymore. So you as an Etsy shop owner, some products are really easy. They solve a problem. There is a pain of your customer that you can take care of. So think of it as if you're a doctor and someone comes in and says, I've got pain in my knee. You can say, here is medication that you can take to make that pain go away. You can prescribe medication to them confidently, knowing that this is going to solve your problem. In fact, I had a conversation with a salesman at one point in my life and talked to him. He was about his techniques. How do you do it? And he sort of explained it to me in that way. He said, I see myself as my product solves their pain. And so I'm a doctor. When people come to me and say, look, I've booked an appointment with you because this is my pain. I'm able to say, great, here's your solution. And I'm so confident in the solution that I can sell it really well. Because just as a doctor is going to say, hey, look, this medication is going to help you, you should have that same confidence that your product is going to solve their pain. So if you start to believe it yourself, my product is really great and it really solves this pain, then it's going to bring more confidence in your product. You're going to be okay to raise your prices because you know this is a solution to someone's pain. So I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel. I'll put it in my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Grow My Etsy Shop on Instagram. You can follow me there. I'm going to put 3 pictures. I actually just typed in the keyword leather, and I went through and I found one that was for the first P, which is pain, and then 2 for the other P's. So the first one I have is this travel bag. This guy created a leather travel bag. You wear it across your chest, and it's to put your passport and your driver's license and extra change and all that kind of stuff in it. Here's a huge problem and a huge thing that he's missing. He's promoting it as a fashion thing. Hey, look at this high-end cool bag. Isn't it cool and hip? No, man. That's not what this is. Why don't you show this as someone at the airport putting their passport in this thing? Because I'm a traveler. I travel. I've been on a lot of airplanes, especially in the last 2 years here. And yeah, I know that pain really well when I'm standing there. I've got 4 kids. And so, yeah, where's my passport? Where's my son's passport? Where's my boarding pass? Where's my driver's license? Do I have this? Do I have the keys to my car still? Okay, but I'm all over the map. And to be able to have, I actually own one of these. It's not leather, but I do own one. And it's brought that peace of mind that I was able to say, all right, I'm going to put my passports in here and all my stuff, and I'm going to wear it so that it's across my body. Anytime my thought process goes, where's my passport? I know it's right there. It's right there. It's in my little fanny pack thing that I have. He ignores all that. That's what he needs to sell. He needs to show his pictures, need to show this in use. They need to show someone on a subway who's going to have his stuff nearby, and that peace of mind that you're going to get by knowing your stuff is here, that no one's stealing it out of your back pocket. Put your cell phone in there. It's safe. You know where it is. No one's going to be able to steal it without you knowing. Airports, taxis, foreign countries, traveling, festivals, parties, wherever, you'll be able to have something that's protecting your stuff. So he needs to sell that as a solution to the problem. And what is the problem? That's what he needs to talk about. Are you someone who travels often? Are you this? Do you ever have these feelings? Do you ever know this? Do you ever relate with this? And relate with those potential people who are coming to his listings that they go, yes, I do know that feeling. I do know it. Then you can say, great, this solves that. So now we're not just buying a product. We don't just get something in the mail and our husbands or wives say to us, hey, what'd you get? And you go, oh, I bought this really high fashionable travel bag, or not even travel bag, but this high fashionable fanny pack. It's leather. They're going to go, oh, okay, cool. We love to be able to justify why we bought something. So we can say, oh, this is a travel bag, and it's going to keep our passport safe, and it's going to make it so that when we're traveling with all of our kids, we know where everything is so that we're not worried the whole time. Oh, well, that's worth it. Yeah, I'm glad you bought it because that solves a problem that we have. Ding, 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 ding. Perfect. All right, the next P on our list, and again, follow me on social media. You'll see that this picture, I'll put it in a posting for you, is problem awareness. So a pain is, I come home from work and, oh, my feet hurt. Do you ever come home from work and your feet are so sore? Yes, here, buy these great shoes. They'll solve your problem. Oh, perfect. Problem awareness is, did you know? See the difference? It's are you and did you know? Now, I'm not saying you're going to start every sentence with are you or did you know, but that's the tone that you take. So the did you know is like the, did you know that if you come home with sore feet, that somewhere between 5 to 10 years, your back's also going to start hurting? Now you see the power of that? Because they might have sore feet and they might not be a pressing issue. So sometimes we need to let them know that there's actually more down the line. So for example, if you come home and your house is really messy, what's the pain? Oh yeah, you're frustrated. Your house is messy. You've got to stop what you're doing. You may be tired and you have to clean through it and no. But what if, this is the problem awareness, but what if a messy house actually leads to more behavioral problems with your kids? Now you didn't know that. You know your house was messy. You have a pain of that, but I didn't know it was actually going to be bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's problem awareness. You're bringing this bigger problem to them that if they don't take action, there's actually more consequences to that. So yeah, if you eat a bunch of food, you're going to feel instantly sick, pain. You're also going to get fat and you're not going to be able to walk as far, and you're going to get tired easily, and you're going to have health problems down the line, and you go, oh, that's problem awareness. So you can use pain and problem awareness together, or you can use them separately. Usually if you're selling a product that solves an issue, so mine was very much this way. I don't think I've ever said it, and that's because I sold it and it's still being sold. So I'll tell you what I sold. I can't tell you the name of my brand because otherwise they've taken it and named it that they came up with it and all this kind of stuff. So I don't want to step on their toes. I sold a multifunctional nursing cover. So my wife created it when she was nursing. I was in school. I was actually a librarian. Crazy enough as that is, I was an elementary school librarian, still in college, going through this. My wife, I was graduating in marketing, and my wife was building this product, and we said, I thought that is a great idea. Let me see if we can market this. So we started selling on Etsy. We were on Etsy for a few years, and we started with just like everyone else, the slow amount. I started using a lot of the stuff I was learning in school, plus just from experience. And then as we started making more money, I was able to invest more money. I ended up investing in some coaching and some outside sources that could really help me. And that's kind of how I snowballed my career into what I'm doing today. So anyway, nursing covers were frustrating for women. They exposed the back, and so we capitalized on that. We talked about the pain of a nursing cover, that you have a crying baby and you're trying to put on this weird strap thing, and it's like an apron and expose your back, and you got to wear these two shirts and whatever it may be. We were able to say, look, we solve all of that. We solve all of it. Just get our product and you don't have to have any of those worries. So that's how we were able to market our product. We didn't say this is a fashionable nursing cover that can do so many things, and isn't it cool? Nope. We said, you have a problem. Let us solve that. All right. The last one. Oh, let's talk about the leather. I forgot about this. So the leather picture for this, the example that I found is a leather strap that connects to a camera. So it's a camera strap. It's just leather. And the only reason, so for me, this didn't stand out to me. I didn't think anything of it. I was just going through leather stuff, reading their descriptions, trying to see if anyone's using problem awareness. And at one point, this person uses a sentence to say that a typical camera strap can be itchy and not as strong. So I thought, oh, she's not capitalizing on the problem awareness that she could bring up. Because if someone's buying this camera strap, what's going to happen is, you picture them opening it in front of their husband or wife or friend or whatever. They're going to say, oh, that's a really cool camera strap. And they're going to go, yeah, I really liked it. So that's why I got it. And you go, cool. But again, we like to have that extra sentence that we say, oh, this is actually stronger than a normal camera. And because I'm a wedding photographer, I need something that's strong. I'm constantly bringing my camera up and down. I'm running different poses. I need something that's going to be that I trust and that it's sturdy. You go, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Good investment. Glad you bought it. Right? That changes the narrative of that. But if this woman who makes these straps also said, look, we embroider your name on it. And this makes it so that if you ever misplace your camera, people are going to know the company, they're going to know your website, they're going to be able to find you. If they can say, look, a leather is going to be less scratchy, it's going to be more comfortable for your long days of walking around and doing wedding shoots, you're going to want a different strap. That's one that's not going to make your neck itchy and sweaty, and these are great. These are also thicker. The reason that they're thicker is because XYZ, like that's how you want to market it, because you want them to say, oh, I have a camera strap. But now I'm being awoken to the fact that my camera strap is going to cause me problems. I don't want to have those problems. I want to buy this so that I can avoid those problems. That's a problem awareness. You've just created a problem, and now you're solving that problem for them. All right, the last one is promotion. Now, you got to be careful with promotion, because 95% of people, especially Etsy shop owners or people with physical products, use promotions for their marketing. And what promotions do is they discount your product. So yeah, if your product may be worth $20, but if you sell it for 15, guess what it's worth now? 15. What promotions work really well for are fence sitters. So people who love your product, who are in it, they just, sometimes $20 is a little bit more than, harder to spend, I should say, than someone else with $20. Ultimately, in marketing, the mindset around that is they're just not sold enough. That's why they're not paying $20. The more they're sold, the more likely they are to pay at full price. But promotions are a great way. Here's a good way to see it. Promotions is a good way to get instant sales. These other two, they take time, they take effort, they take A and B testing to really kind of see what's working, what isn't working, what pain you have. It takes research to kind of all figure that out. You could put your stuff on promotion right now and get some sales, right? You can put something on sale, send out an email, boom, you're going to get sales. It's instant results, and that's fun. And it's not as tedious as the other two. It's not as long of a sales cycle. So I tend to teach people when I'm coaching, look, use promotion either on the front end or the very back end, but not in the middle. Meaning, if you're in a busy sea of people, like think of a mall or car dealerships or something like that, they're always going to have something up front that's saying promotion, come in, we've got this cool thing, come here. But then once you're in, sure, we'll sell you the promotional item, but they try to get you to buy something else. And they start talking about your pain and problem awareness and all that kind of stuff. They start bringing urgency into it and really trying to get you to take action. So in a busy Etsy listing, a sale is a great way to draw someone in, especially if you feel like you've got a lot of products that they're going to like. Let's say you have a store that's geared towards weddings and this is just one of your wedding products. Yeah, bring them in with a sale at the front end and then loop them into your store and have them look at everything you got and see if you can get more out of them, because then you're going to increase the value of that customer. And then the reason I use on the back end is that sometimes, a great example of this is the Food Ninja. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. It's something I just bought. And I've been watching YouTube videos on it a long time. My pain or the problem that I was having was I wanted an easier way to cook meat. I just didn't feel comfortable barbecuing. I'm a man. This is terrible to say out loud, but I wanted it to be easier. And I'm sure there's some people like, dude, it's so easy. I know, whatever, get off my back. But I just wanted it something that's easy to clean. It's inside. I could just throw meat into it. It'll cook. I can make carne asada, no problem type thing. And the Food Ninja has like air pressure. Anyway, I don't need to sell the Food Ninja to you, but it was like $200. And I was kind of debating, should I buy this thing that's $200? Should I not? No. I was right on the fence with it. Realistically, I probably would have bought it in the next 6 months, but I was walking down Target and I saw it on sale. And it was $140. It was $60 cheaper than what I would have paid, what I was going to pay, or what I was debating to pay. So for me, it became a no-brainer. I bought it right there. So again, would I have bought in the next 6 months? Probably. But I bought right then. So that's where promotions come in if you're just going to get that boost. Obviously, Black Fridays and Christmas and Mother's Days and Labor Days and summer blowouts and all that kind of stuff, they're effective. They're great ways to do it. I just wouldn't run your whole store around promoting because it's kind of a lazy way to market. Okay, so those are your 3 P's of marketing. Again, problem awareness or pain. Those are the 2 things you really need to think about with your descriptions. Sit down and really figure out, am I selling, in my case, am I selling a nursing cover that's stylish, or am I selling a solution to a problem? And in your case, if you sell jewelry, am I selling just fashion jewelry, or does my jewelry have, just look at it this way. I know you may be thinking, well, dude, what pain does jewelry solve? Look at it this way. Why is someone coming on Etsy? Why don't they just go to a store and buy jewelry? Why aren't they on Amazon buying jewelry? Why are they coming to Etsy? You know why. It's because they can't find what they're looking for. They're looking for something more creative. So even that sentence alone can help draw people in. So you're able to then use that to your advantage. You can talk about how this is unique, how this is that creative touch that they're looking for, that they're not going to find this in other places, right? You see, that's using that principle there. It's a step back, but we're still using this pain that they have, that they can't buy that somewhere else. And then maybe we throw a promotion on there to help draw them into the store, and then we try to upsell on the back end. That's how ultimately we can get ourselves growth, is that we just kind of come up with a system in place that we can get someone from A to B to C, and then try to get as much money as we can out of them from the back end, which we'll talk about in future episodes. I feel like this episode had a ton of gold nuggets in it. I would love to know your thoughts. If you could jump over to the Facebook group, Grow My Etsy Shop at Facebook. Just go ahead and give that a search. You'll pop up. Join my group. Give me a shout out. Let me know if you like this episode. It'd mean the world to me. I'm making all this content. I don't know if people are loving it or not. It would be great. Thanks so much.